Good morning, everybody. My name is Andre Quintana. Welcome to another episode of The Chalk. We have one of my awesome, very good friends over here, and I'll let him introduce himself.
What's up? It's Darius Barton. Let's get it. Ravens flock in the house.
Definitely got a Ravens fan over here, and I'm rocking the Terrell Davis. Oh my gosh, Terrell Davis jersey today. And alrighty, guys, we got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about the top 5 current quarterbacks in the NFL. So, Darius, we'll let you take it away.
All right, bro. Well, number one. How are we starting this? We're gonna start 1 through 5. We start in 5 through 1. What's the rate we going?
Dude, 5 through 1, man.
5 through 1.
Yeah, save the suspense.
All right. Number 5. I'm gonna start with my boy, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson.
Top 5, bro. I'm telling you, this guy is a different breed of quarterback. There's no one else that runs and passes the ball like Lamar Jackson. 36 passing touchdowns his MVP season, 1,000 rushing yards. No one's ever going to do that again.
It's hard to think that somebody not only threw for 36, which is honestly what a middle of the pack, maybe towards the great side of quarterback would do on a, pretty consistent basis. The Russell Wilsons, Tom Brady's usually around 45, in that range. Aaron Rodgers usually around 40, 45 in that range. Josh Allen, he's going to be right there. Mahomes, he had the 50 touchdown season, but I think he's going to regress back to about where everybody else.
Who's going to catch his?
Hey man, this is another video for another day. But watch out for Zay Moore. He's going to have a fantastic rookie season.
Zay Moore,
But Lamar Jackson at number 5, I don't see anything wrong with that. To be honest with you, I thought he was going to be higher up on your list. I was kind of shocked he was at 5. Best dual threat in the game, like you said. Russell Wilson kind of laid the pavement for a quarterback of that style to just kind of, get it and get in there and not only just pass and really produce like that, but just on the legs as well because they're opportunistic and it's very impressive over there. Also, he's not, as of yet, knock on wood, has not been injured up to this point. So, definitely in a good situation.
Who, Lamar Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
He got injured at the end of last season.
Well,
not a serious injury, though.
4 games. 4 games. Because he was back for the playoffs.
We didn't make the playoffs.
Did he make the playoffs last year?
We didn't make the playoffs last year.
God.
Yeah, we just rub dirt in the wound.
Oh, shit. You didn't make the playoffs last year?
No, because Lamar went down and we couldn't freaking clutch it out with Huntley.
Oh, my God.
Well, we were number 1 in the AFC before he went down.
Oh, my God.
And he was probably on pace to be contending for MVP. But then he got hurt.
Wow. I do remember he got hurt, but I for some reason, wow.
No, yeah, we missed the playoffs. It was a hurtful season.
Sounds brutal. Anyways. But yeah, Lamar Jackson, it doesn't get really much better than that. And like I said, I'm surprised he wasn't a little bit higher, but that's excellent.
He was teeter-tottering. Like, he almost went to 4.
For having an MVP, though, in 3 seasons in the league, 4 seasons in the league, he's really just taking the baby steps. I mean, that's fantastic.
If he didn't get hurt last season, he would have been higher. But just because he's coming off an injury and he didn't have the massive production last season, I put him at 5. But he can come back and he could be the number 1 quarterback in the NFL. Don't sleep on my boy Lamar Jackson.
He can win MVP this year. You know what I mean? The one thing he does need, though, it's got to be soon because there's a lot of good quarterbacks. The Joe Burrows, Josh Allen's, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
He has got to make it to Super Bowl.
I think he will. Josh Allen hasn't yet. We'll see where Josh Allen ranks on both of our lists.
He's the leading favorite this season to make it, but that's true. All right, guys. At number 4, I'm probably going to shock a lot of people by doing this, but I know I got Josh Allen at 4.
Josh Allen, eh?
I still got those old guys, Rodgers and Brady, still, teeter-tottering above him. He's young. He does make mistakes once in a while. That playoff game last year was probably the best playoff game since, the Cardinals-Steelers Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And that was just a fantastic game, back and forth. In the semifinals especially. That was pretty sweet. It wasn't even the Super Bowl or the conference championship. So,
that was a wild game.
Nah, Josh Allen, he's a great quarterback. He's got a lot of weapons. Stephon Diggs, he doesn't have a great running game to rely upon, you know what I mean? So the offensive line is pretty well intact. So I think that he's in a great situation for himself to succeed, especially because, Diggs, 1,000-yard receiver. Gabe Davis, probably 1,000-yard receiver this year, probably 850,000 yards, something like that. They got Dawson Knox, who's these days you got to have a dynamo tight end, and
Mandatory in the NFL.
Oh my gosh, I know, especially if you want a high-scoring offense, you got to have one of those guys.
Exactly.
And that's what they got over there, and I think he's in a great situation to succeed, honestly. But I still, he's got to do it in the big game. He lost to Patrick Mahomes last year in the semis. See what he does this year, but he's got to.
But that being said, with the new rule change, do you rule that favor more in Josh Allen's favor now? Now that both teams are supposed to get a shot, they're going to get a chance now. Josh Allen, can he outpace Patrick Mahomes longer in an NFL football game?
No.
No?
Patrick Mahomes is. I'm a fan of Patrick Mahomes, obviously. I'm a
Patrick
pretty big
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes fan, but I don't think you need Tyreek Hill down there, man, necessarily to win football games. No.
You think Mr. Sidearm is just going to sidearm it to whoever
Hey,
he
bro,
can?
Tom Brady had two guys his whole career that were one receivers, Gronkowski and Randy Moss for a season.
Randy Moss.
He had 2 Super Bowls before Randy Moss showed up, so.
I don't know. He's with two top 10 receivers. That's pretty much equals a number 1 receiver. Having Godwin and Evans.
Oh, now, yeah. Well,
Both of
that's,
those
they
receivers are
are
top
pretty
10.
stacked. No, they're stacked this season, but sorry. How do you feel about Josh Allen at 4?
Josh Allen at 4.
Would you have done the same thing?
Yeah, I could respect Josh Allen at 4. Because he doesn't break my top. Actually, no, I don't. I think Josh Allen. No, I'm going to go Joe Burrow. I'm going to call an audible on this play.
You're going Joe Burrow? You're putting him above Lamar Jackson? In his
Just
own
off of
division?
Off of last season alone.
He honestly was fantastic in the playoffs, especially. You know what I mean?
Just because his coming back from the ACL and taking his team to the AFC Championship game, that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Winning the AFC Championship game, going to the Super Bowl, took an L in the Super Bowl, but that's impressive, bro. And with a rookie receiver last season, that offense has nothing but limited potential. Unlimited potential, excuse me.
And you know what's really slept on a lot, and this is in terms of fantasy football as well, in terms of regular NFL? I guess the camaraderie is a good way to put it. But Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase played in college together.
Yeah, they have that connection already.
Exactly.
It's established. They know how to win together. Winning that national championship, they already want to win. They've tasted victory together.
And not only that, they've hung out together. They've already done the dinners. They've already done the chill time. They've already played some games. They've already exactly, bro. Because you could take Jamar Chase out, put Justin Jefferson in. You can take him out, put Tyreek Hill in. Would they succeed? Of course, man. They're 2 great football players. They're going to get on the same page. Joe Burrow's going to hit Tyreek on a slant. He's going to take it to the house once in a while, every 1 out of 5, and it is what it is. But you can't replace that. And exactly when you get in those heater games, that's why they were in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? They had those guys that trusted in each other, and honestly, man, I can respect that a lot. I think Joe Burrow's going to have a fantastic season.
I think
he's a sleeper quarterback of the year, man. I mean, he's got to be with all the guys, Usually I like that, man. That's awesome. Who's your number 3?
Number 3, I'm going to go with the reigning MVP, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, he's going to, no matter who he's thrown to, he's going to light it up. He's a dynamic quarterback coming off back-to-back MVP seasons. It's Aaron Rodgers. You just can't count him out.
Man's won, 3 MVPs at this point. I've got to fact check that. I think it's 3 MVPs, and honestly, exactly, it doesn't get any better than that. That's why when you ask a question, about Patrick Mahomes, and I do think he'll be okay, because look at Aaron Rodgers. He had Jordy Nelson for a while, Jeremy Shockey, I think, for a season or 2.
Yeah,
that wasn't that long with Jeremy Shockey, but Devontae Adams and Devontae did put in the work. Don't get me wrong, but he made a lot of those guys into one receivers by getting them in situations to score.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
He's going to make that play extend as long as he has to, and he's going to find you.
Exactly. That's not taking away credit from Devontae Adams and all those guys. Right. He put the time in. I would. And I saw a video the other day. We'll have to do this with best wide receivers because, he's good, but no. They all put the time in. They all put the work in. But I just, Aaron Rodgers does put them in positions to score, because you look at this. Let's see how it goes with Derek Carr. You know what I mean? Nothing against Derek Carr, but the thing is, when they get into scoring position, they need to utilize Darren Waller. You know what I mean? That's what, or put him in a position to get double teamed so someone else can get utilized.
Yeah.
However, those plays aren't going on. With Aaron Rodgers, that happens. He puts his guys in position to score each and every play. He's going to get everybody the rock when they need it, and they're going to score a lot of points this season with or without Devontae Adams. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, somebody's going to eat over there.
Exactly. They're going to get touchdowns regardless. This is Aaron Rodgers. He likes to score. He's going to find a way to score.
The great thing about now is there's less mouths to feed their big names, so...
Exactly. He's going to spread the sugar. Aaron Rodgers is going to show you why he's Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly, and honestly, it might be the best thing for him. I agree with you. Aaron Rodgers at 3, no complaints there at all. So, all right, and number 2 for me. All right, this was a tough one, and this is just all due to respect, but I got Patrick Mahomes at 2.
Patty Mahomes at number 2.
Number 2. Not due to respect to him. I wanted to put Mahomes at 1, but the man at 1, I had respect for him. Anyways, Patrick Mahomes. Nothing really to be said. Already has a Super Bowl win, has an MVP. Honestly, man, if he just doesn't lose it, the second half last season, they're easily in a second Super Bowl in a shootout game with the Rams. And I mean, we saw that Rams game 2 seasons ago out in Mexico, and that was honestly the best regular season game I've ever seen in my whole life. That was so cool, man. A lot of points were scored, and it was just a show, man. And what was cool is the defense just showed up. Aaron Donald got a touchdown. KC defense, Tyrann Mathieu got a pick or 2, and it was fantastic to see, man. It was really cool. That was a good game, and
this is great football.
It would have been, oh yeah, man. Watching that in the Super Bowl would have been even better, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, boy, he's got the most touchdowns to ever be thrown in a season in his rookie year and, the most yards. I don't think there's really anything to be said. I know he lost Tyreek Hill last season, this season, but to be honest with you, I don't think that's going to change anything. He's got so many guys down there that can score. If he puts them in positions to score, they'll be fine. And to be honest with you as well, the true one there's always been Travis Kelce. I think.
I can agree to that. Just
Tyreek Hill will take the lid off your defense, but Travis Kelce is your one. Sorry.
Travis Kelce is going to be the guy that's going to be there when you need that difficult catch. So, I agree with that.
Game on the line.
Yep. Just like Lamar Jackson. Who is he looking for?
Mark Andrews right down there.
He needs that big tight end.
Yeah, he's either.
I think that Gronkowski, I don't think he's fully retired. Everyone needs their big guy.
Hey, but
that's why I agree with you at number 2. Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, number 2 quarterback in the NFL right now.
Nothing else to be said, right? It's hard to pick between 1 and 2, but you got a 1.
You got to go with him. You can't count against him. The GOAT. Sadly, it's hard to dispute it now at this point. Tom Brady. His offense is just too stacked. He was coming off a potential MVP season last year. Yeah, and Julio Jones, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, that receiving corps, that is just, it's too much weapons for the smartest quarterback of all time. So
isn't it great?
He has the NFL, it's a fixed strategy for him, but he has it figured out, and it's going to be hard to stop him from getting to that Super Bowl this year, but we'll see.
So can I ask you in terms of fantasy football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Julio Jones, now part of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
How does that change the fantasy football outlook? Mike Evans, 8 seasons in a row, 1,000 yards, right?
Yep.
Chris Godwin will be a top 15 receiver if he's healthy for a full season. We'll see how many weeks.
Will he, though, now that they have Julio? Will Chris Godwin be a top 15 receiver?
How would you interpret that situation?
I think Mike Evans is still the best out of the 3. I think he's going to be the top threat.
Easily.
So, Mike Evans is going to be number 1. But Chris Godwin and Julio Jones, I think they're both going to float between that 15 to 25 range, and they're just going to flip-flop numbers each week. So both of them can be solid fantasy options. I think Chris Godwin has a little bit more upside than Julio, but it's Julio Jones at the same time, so you never know. Julio could pop off for 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Well, Godwin's over here sitting at 2 targets, 8 yards, but then it could be the opposite way next week, so...
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and I was looking on ESPN.com, and his ADP, I think, was sitting right around. It started, I mean, man, at the start of the season, he was at the 12th round. You know what I mean? He's 10th, 12th round, really end of the draft pick. And now he's, skyrocketed up to about the 8th round. It seemed 8th, 7th round. And
I can see it.
I think in in any league, picking up a Julio Jones in the 7th or 8th round is just phenomenal pricing. With Tom Brady's your quarterback, like you said, you already got the best corners on Mike Evans. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He's going to get, second, third corner. He might even get,
The safety.
a safety. And it's just with no help over the top, and it's Julio Jones.
Yeah, so you can't count Julio out.
No, the only thing is his injury history. That's the only thing that's scary about him.
He can stay healthy.
Right, his hamstrings, they haven't been the best.
But with him being the number 3 receiver, maybe he won't see the field as much.
Well, the thing is, maybe he won't get 15 targets a game. That's the thing is, some guys, maybe maybe his body just didn't hold up. Maybe he's really destined for 5 targets. But if you can get him on 5 burner plays and you hit 3 of 5 for 85 yards and a touchdown, what's wrong with that?
Exactly.
Nothing wrong
with that. That's a very productive season.
I would take that all day, every week, man. 14 and a half on a standard league.
And that's exactly
Give me that all
thinking,
day.
Bro.
That's how you win football games.
Exactly. Like, how can I get 1 or 2 more touchdowns a game?
Right, and I agree with you about Gronkowski. He can't play 17 games.
But
He ain't built like that no more.
If Brady needs some help come week 10,
bro,
I think he picks up the phone and, hey, Gronky calling.
Not even help, man. He calls him week 13, 14. They're first in that division, man.
Gronkowski gonna win another Super Bowl.
Hey, bro.
He's all, sure, I'll come get off the couch real quick, bro.
Yeah, dog. You want to go get one more ring for that other hand? Yeah, bro. Why not? Yeah, bro. He's gonna be on there trying to get a Super Bowl real quick.
Exactly, bro. Gronk, we know you're not done yet, Gronk.
No, man, he can't. Yeah, but don't get me wrong, he ain't gonna show up to about week 15, 17. No, 17.
Week 13 is a reasonable day. I can see him coming back like week 13.
Right, exactly. Because honestly, exactly, you don't need Gronk for the whole game. Even in the playoffs, man, if he just gets out there for 20 plays and he scores on 2 of them,
exactly. That's all you need.
What else did you want? What else did you want him to do?
2 touchdowns, 27 yards. Boom, that's a win.
Yeah, 4 targets, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, man. Gronkowski.
That's all you need from him.
Oh man, I just love talking about quarterbacks. Some honorable mentions. I'm surprised, man. You did not put Josh Allen in your top 5.
Bro, I don't think Josh Allen.
You missed your top 5. Can you just give me some background behind that, man? Why is Josh Allen not in your top 5?
Because I think he's overhyped, bro. He hasn't won a Super Bowl yet. He hasn't won an AFC Championship. So what has he done? Does he have an MVP?
So it's between him or Lamar Jackson.
It was him or Lamar Jackson, bro. So he's the number 6 with my book. Undisputed number 6. But I can't put him over Lamar Jackson.
You know who else we left out, surprisingly? And that's why it just shows how deep quarterbacks are. Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, he's up there. He's a great quarterback, but I can't put him over Josh Allen. I can't put him over Lamar Jackson. But number 6, number 7 range.
All right, because you got guys that made Super Bowls, MVPs, won Super Bowls.
Yeah, exactly.
Multiple.
Yeah.
Tom Brady.
Freaking.
He can't, yeah, so no, that's just how deep it is, though, man. You're talking Justin Herbert, just now ranked. We put him as number 7.
Number 7, bro.
And he'll probably be drafted as the top 3 quarterback and go in the 4th round.
You think he goes top 3 in most fantasy drafts, huh?
This is what I've been seeing, man. I've done, at least 15 mocks, and yeah, man, he's going about the 4th round, and it's just crazy to me. And I get it because he's on a phenom team. They have an amazing defense. They're going to be put in position to score a lot. They have a great offense. But
they're in such a hard division.
That's what I was getting to.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, how can you put him as a number 3 quarterback in fantasy when he has to go up against the Broncos defense twice a year? He has to go up against Patrick Mahomes twice a year, and he has to go up against that Raiders team twice a year.
Mm-hmm. But on the flip side, could those be shootouts? Especially the Raiders and the Chiefs.
They could be.
That could easily turn into a shootout.
Can those defenses keep up with Justin Herbert?
No.
You don't think so?
But at the same time, I know the Chargers D is pretty good, but ain't nobody stopping my homeboy for a full season, man. We'll see him in the playoffs.
he's gonna light you up one of those 2 games.
Yeah, no, probably both. But
and you telling me that your Broncos aren't gonna light him up?
Oh man, no, our Broncos are we're gonna try to put him on the turf. That's for sure. Don't worry about that.
See, so that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they're gonna be some shootouts this year. Can Justin Herbert keep up, hold that pace all season long?
It's gonna be tough, man. It will, and
I don't think he can score 40 points every week. And
I know.
again, in your guys' division, I think it's going to be a 40-point or 40-pointer taken out.
Exactly, man. And that's like, Matt Stafford, I'd have him ranked at 8, but it's like, he has the hardest schedule this season. I know that's all baloney, you know what I mean? Because everybody's like, oh, it's last season, this and that. Well, the thing is, they're the Super Bowl champions. They're going to have a target on their back every single week. You know everybody in that division wants to rip their head off, man. They want to rip their throat out. Nobody wants to lose twice a year to the same guy. No, bro. Especially coming in my league and you won a Super Bowl on my watch last season, bro?
No.
You think the Cardinals are happy about them winning a Super Bowl in their division? No, hell no, they ain't, man. That was their Super Bowl. So, you know what I mean? And not only that, his elbow, man. We've all heard about the elbow, tweaked it, and so.
But, dude, Matthew Stafford's toughest dude in the NFL. I will forever remember that game where that dude popped out his freaking collarbone and dislocated his shoulder, was on the sideline and throbbing in pain. They're like, hey, we can go for it. Pops up like the Undertaker, like, I can throw it. Goes out there, throws it, says, I dislocated it, it's out. And they won the game, and I was like, bro, like,
tough son of a bitch. Oh, tough son of a bitch, man.
In the league, bro.
Oh, man, great.
So I'm not counting Matthew Stafford out any type of.
Well, and the tough thing too, bro, is it's like, who cares if they play a tough defense, man? Because I'm the type of guy, bro. If you're a gamer, bro, if you're a man about business and you play a sport every day for money, bro, you're about it. You want to play the best. And tell me, Cooper Kupp. He's heard all the chirping, dog. Does anybody say Cooper Kupp's the best receiver in the NFL? That's what I was referencing about Devontae Adams earlier. Have you ever, bro? You tell me Cooper Kupp ain't deaf, man. He's heard it. He heard all season, dog.
Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson. Why am I not in this conversation, bro? I'm coming off one of the most legendary years of all time.
For a receiver, the best season ever. Yeah. That was the best receiving season you'll ever see, and
he's getting slept on.
He's ready. He's coming back for more. Anyways, do you have anybody at 9 and 10? Just close out a quick top 10.
9 and 10. 9. I'm probably gonna go with the man who just got paid, Kyler Murray. Dude. He's gonna light it up this year. He's added Hollywood Brown, just like we were talking about that college connection. Mm-hmm. I think that's the sole reason that they traded the Ravens for Hollywood. Losing D-Hop for 10 games, I don't think they're gonna struggle that much because him and Hollywood Brown already have that college connection established. They're going to light it up this season. Hollywood easily goes off for another 1,000 yards. Kyler Murray's going to light it up. Might have 800 rushing yards this season.
And
it's going to open up that offense without having that deep threat. Hollywood's going to get all that defense deep down. And
right. Well, that's why he goes so early in fantasy drafts. You know what I mean? Usually he'll go before. I agree with you. I think he should be in that range in terms of points. But the thing is, he has a safe floor. You know what I mean? Because of his rushing. And it's just great to see. He'll probably end as a top 5 fantasy quarterback this season, especially like you said, because DeAndre Hopkins coming back that late in the season. He's going to be ready to go. Yeah, he's going to have he's going to be ready to eat, son, whenever he gets back. He ain't taking no plays off, man. He's ready to go to the house every single play.
Yeah, I'm going to break my 10 touchdowns in the last 7 games. Watch
me. He ain't, oh, man. Yeah, he's going to be ready to eat when he gets back. So I hope Kyler Murray's ready. Like you said, those guys are going to have a dynamic offense this season. I think just sticking to James Conner is actually going to help them as well in the run game.
He's a slept-on running back.
Dude, those days in the Steelers, you know what I mean? He was a fantastic RB every season. A fantasy, solid, player. And guy I'd love to have is, second RB, man. Great running back.
I like him now that he's not on the Steelers.
That makes him okay.
Now he's a top tier running back.
And at number 10, I got another Russian quarterback, Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean?
Jalen Hurts in your top 10, eh?
Well, the thing is, does he deserve to be there on talent? I'm honestly going to say no. I think Derek Carr does, based on talent. But Jalen Hurts now has Devontae Smith. I'm blanking right now. A.J. Brown. And he's also a dynamic rush offense. They also upgraded their offensive line. He's going to eat anytime he wants to rush the rock. But not only that, man, at some point, Miles Sanders should be able to get it done, bro. And if he cannot,
this season?
You know who's a sleeper RB this season, bro? Kenneth Gainwell. Because honestly, man, Miles Sanders, I hope he gets it done, bro. I hope he does.
Miles Sanders, you never know. This could be the year, man. We're all cheering for him.
Right. I mean, he's been injury prone. He just hasn't gotten it done sometimes. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens.
He could be the breakout player this year. You never know. He always has that potential.
You never know. And, they got the best O-line in the NFL currently on paper. So somebody's got to rush the rock down there. It's probably going to be Jalen Hurts. That's why I put him in the top 10. He's by default, he's going to get 800 rushing yards, somewhere in that range, 750, 800 rushing yards. He's probably going to throw for about 3,000, I'd say, this year, especially with A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith and Dallas Goedert. He should definitely throw for at least 3,000 yards. So.
Oh, yeah, he'll break the 3,000 mark.
Right. And honorable mention at number 11, Derek Carr.
Derek Carr at 11. No Russell Wilson, eh?
I would put him at 12. The thing about Russell Wilson is that he always starts on fire, bro. Every single season, and it goes out towards the middle to end of the season.
Yeah, week 13, you run out of gas a little bit.
Well, and I don't know if it's him or Pete Carroll or what. That's why I love the fact he's on the Broncos, because like you said, we're going to learn a lot about Russell Wilson this year. Because if he keeps it together for a full season, I think with our defense, man, I think a Broncos defense is honestly at 3. I would put the Broncos defense at number 2.
Top 3 defense.
I really would. And I know I am a fan, but we have Patrick Surtain. We have Justin Simmons. And Bradley Chubb, man. That's a solid, a guy at each level of the defense at least. And that's just to, just start at the surface of it. But really, we got solid guys at really every position. And I think we're going to have a fantastic season.
I can see you guys having a great season.
We got to run into some good offenses, though, man. Especially in that division. You got my homeboy. Yeah. You got Chargers.
Tested.
They definitely are, bro.
You got 3, in your book, top 10, top 11 quarterbacks you're going up against in your division. All 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, easily. You know what I mean? And one of the guys, probably the best or second best, however you look at him and Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
So when Deshaun Watson comes back, where does he rank on your list? Is he a top 10 quarterback?
The thing is, bro, I have no clue. Because it's like he's been gone for so long, man. And
with him getting paid, he got paid top 5 quarterback money.
He better be a top 5 QB. You're right. Thing is, he probably won't be till next season. To be honest with you, bro, Deshaun Watson, last round of the draft, you draft 15 rounds, you can get Deshaun in the 14th, probably the 15th round.
Not a bad take.
Yeah, I'd take Deshaun in 15.
Someone
takes him in the 10th, 11th round. Dude, let him have him, man. Who cares, bro? He ain't going to be back till, like you said, man, week 13. Got the bye week in there included in the suspension. And, bro, he comes back, man. He plays Texans. That might mess up his psyche. It might enhance it. Who knows, bro? We'll just have to see. He hasn't hit the, a regular season game, serious game in about 2 years, man. So it's, it's a long time coming, bro. It's like Colin Kaepernick, man. It's like, these guys, it's almost a story of what could have been, and I hope he gets it on track, bro. I really do. But he had some serious allegations, man. And to be honest with you, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see how it plans out. I think the Browns are done for signing him, but to such a max contract.
Yeah, well, why would you offer him that much money, dude? That was stupid. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't want him on my team just because of the allegations that he had.
Yeah, they should have waited.
Well, not only that, bro, it's like, I don't know. A lot of guys have been kicked out of the league for the similar, not even similar circumstances, but circumstances. We could even just put it there, a la Ray Rice and stuff. And to be honest with you, bro, I was kind of surprised he wasn't even just kicked out of the league. I'm not even going to lie to you. And
until everything was finished?
Right. And just to clarify, the only reason I said I hope he gets it together is just for, like, his own individuality. In all reality, I think Deshaun Watson, I don't know, I'll just leave that alone. But I'm not a fan. Let's just put it that way. In terms of fantasy, you could pick him up in the 15th round, bro. Take him in fantasy. You know what I mean? 15th round pickup.
But that's about his ceiling. I wouldn't take him any sooner than that.
Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? He'll probably go undrafted if you could get him for a guy that gets hurt later.
Exactly.
Cool, but no, man, I don't think when he comes back, who's going to eat when he comes back, I feel like, is Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb?
Oh, bro.
Not Amari Cooper, eh?
Well, if Deshaun Watson comes back, bro, what are they going to do? Pass, bro. They still got a top 3 O-line. You know what I mean? Top 3, top 4 O-line right in that range. And, bro.
But Kareem Hunt, do you think he stays there all season?
Honestly, man, whether he does or not, Nick Chubb. Shit, dude, you know what was amazing? I watched a Nick Chubb game last season, and I've never really been high on him. He had 9.7 yards per carry at halftime.
Yeah, he's a madman. I know. I played him twice a season.
I don't give a shit who's on his team, bro. That man needs the rock 10 times.
Is that against the Ravens when he did that? That sounds like a Ravens game.
Probably, bro, because he always destroys you, man.
That's like the Ravens kryptonite. I hate
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb is
the Chubb.
He comes in with the Chubb.
Oh, shit, bro. Bro, that was, anyways, have a good day, everybody. Take it easy. That's our top 10.
Hey.
Chalk it up. Chalk it out.
Welcome to the Tribe.